Hey guys, and welcome to my latest karting video, this time coming from Barossa Raceway. This is the aerial shot, quite a twisty and technical circuit. I'll take you for a lap around it. So here we go onto the main straight. Shorter main straight, only hit about 90 to 95. Double apex corner here, tightens that second one a lot, and then that curb comes in. This one's flat out, this kink, that'll become important later. Into this tightening corner, left-hander, then this one tightens up as well. It's very easy to run wide there. Into slight right and tight left. Just half track it here before coming onto the main straight. Now, this kart in front is actually my friend Jeremiah, or Jerry, who was his first ever kart race meet. So it was good to have him out, and I've actually got his footage as well, so I can bring you multiple angles. So that's what the track looks like. Now, unfortunately, this race meeting was not my best. It resembled some of my racing crash highlights videos a little bit too much. So anyway, let's get into the racing. Alright, so this is the start of Heat 1. I was randomly assigned pole. Never been on pole before, never even started from the front row. Unfortunately, I didn't really get the best getaway. I think my kart wasn't the fastest, and yeah, got past into turn 1 here. Was hoping to just stay on his tail as much as I could. Was trying my best just to keep up, but I knew there were some fast guys coming from behind, and here Anthony sneaks up the inside. Unfortunately, didn't really leave me much space on the exit. I ended up on the grass, got a bit sideways there, lost another position before I could get back on track. I was unfortunate to lose that much time, but these two in front, except for the guy in the lead, were much quicker than me. Yeah, I had someone poking their nose in a little bit here, and it turned out that one of the P-platers was actually really quick, and there he went, trying that move. He didn't quite come off that time. But yeah, my kart, it was the engine's due for a rebuild, so I didn't quite have the get up on the straights, and he was able to get me into pretty close coming out of there, but all safe, and on we went. The main task here was really just to keep things smooth for the first race, try and pick up the pace, and I was hoping that I might be able to chase down number 32, who started on the front row with me. What I was hoping would happen is that the guy that just got past me would eventually catch up to number 32 and put pressure on. That would allow me to catch up, maybe catch up to both of them in the best case, or at least catch up to number 32 at least. So let's just sit back and watch what happened here. You can see he's right on his tail now, getting close, and he puts the move on there. That's a good place to pass on this track, and that's allowed me to catch up a good amount. Can't remember exactly how many laps had to go here. It's a 10-lap race. I think we're probably about halfway through, and at this stage I thought, yep, I've got a good chance to get this guy before the end of the race. Catching up to him, working out where I'm stronger. It's always a good thing if you can do that straight away. You can work out where you might be able to get the pass done. But, I was thinking that probably the best place to be able to pass would be into the tight left-hander that's coming up here. Definitely not close enough on this lap. Just sit in here and try and gain a bit more ground, see if I can get close enough to have that run on the next lap. Only got a few laps to go now, so I can't waste too much time. Getting good ground there. Now I'm ready for the pass. Chuck it down the inside there. Job done. And that would be where I'd finish 4th. You know, obviously always hope for a little bit more starting from pole, but that's about my pace was, and I was at least happy with a start, and a clean race would be one of the few ones I'd have for the weekend. Now if we go back and have a look at the start from Jeremiah's point of view, starting up the back, his first race, first ever start, and you see that things get pretty tight at the start here. He goes a little bit wide, ends out very wide, lucky to stay on the track, but it's probably a good thing because look at these guys in front. Oh, it all got a bit messy there, and he had at least plenty of time to avoid the mess and just settle into his rhythm. I think he ended up coming 6th, if I'm right, out of the 8 that we just had a small field this weekend. So yeah, it was a pretty solid effort, stayed out of trouble, and yeah, it's always good to get the first race out of the way. Alright, so Heat 2 was where it all went down for me. Let's have a look at that. Now we're going to start watching Heat 2 from Jeremiah's kart, because unfortunately my GoPro didn't turn off properly and the file was a bit corrupted, so I've lost the audio on it, but I will switch to that for the important parts. So I'm just to the left here. Here we go. Almost a false start there. Going into turn 1, it's always a bit tight. I'm just to the left of Jeremiah here. You'll see me squeezing through in a moment. Number 27, there I go. Now I'm looking to make the pass on 32 pretty quickly here, if I can, because I think I'm faster than him. Squeeze through there. Well, that was a good job, and Jeremiah does a good job to follow me through. Good on him. Get a bit racy in his second race here. So I've got most of the people in front of me are faster than me, except for the guy that's in front. This guy here that's really on in front there. He's defending hard against Anthony, and Jeremiah unfortunately gets pushed wide here by I think it was the other P-plater, number 15 probably. It was really fast, but yeah, probably a little bit impatient to come through there. So unfortunate for Jeremiah, he was having a solid run there. So yeah, he's off the back of the pack here. Like this is a lady racer at 45, and he puts a good move on there. So he's really getting into the swing of things here. Leave him there for now. Switch back to mine because it's all about to go down, even though we don't have the audio. So here we switch back to me now. Sorry about the lack of audio. Got the vision back from the corrupted file, but not the audio. But thought it's still worth showing you. So Anthony gets past, he's really quick, 24. 24 is a bit of a loose cannon. Unfortunately I had a few issues with him, as we'll see. So I was looking for the pass, but number 15 shoved it up the inside late here, didn't really leave me anywhere to go, so I'm off through the grass, but came back on and didn't lose much time. You can kind of straight like that and kind of get away with it, I suppose. Yeah, it's a tricky place to pass if you send it in late like that. Doesn't leave the person many places to go except off like that. So that did kind of put me off the rhythm. Tyres were dirty for a bit. Just trying to get back into it and catch up back up to 24. Hoping that 15 and 24 battling will give me that opportunity. As you can see, I am catching a bit. Catching up. 15's trying to get down the inside there. Thinks better of it. 24 goes the straight line, comes back on, still in front. Yeah, you can kind of do that without losing too much time. 15 sticks it in there late. 24 does a good job to stay on. Slows both of them down a lot, and I catch up a lot of ground. Then he goes wide. I'm up the inside, and I'm like, yes, I've got him. Unfortunately, as I said, I was lacking a bit of straight line speed. He starts to stick it up the inside here, and you see I leave him room, and he tags me into a half spin. Very frustrating. I did leave him quite a bit of space there on the inside. Let's go back and have a just watching that on the replay. You can see I don't hit the apex there. I leave quite a bit of room to the apex, but still get tagged. Very, very frustrating. I mean, it's good that it didn't spin me completely. I was able to put the opposite lock on and recover, but it, killed all my speed. And even more frustrating is that he regained the place. He essentially took the place from tagging me. There's Jeremiah sneaking through. At least it benefited him, I suppose. But yeah, just a bit frustrating to have that happen. But that wasn't the end of the story with the 24 for this race. So if we fast forward a couple laps, I'm catching back up to him again. Now he goes really wide here, gets loose, gets offline, and all of a sudden he just brakes, and I'm straight into the back of him, and we're off. If you remember back to when we went for a lap around, that's very much a flat-out kink. You don't really brake for it at all, but I suppose because he was entering from a weird angle, he chose to brake, and I just was not expecting that at all. Very, very frustrating, and that was race over. So let's have a look at it in slow-mo. So if you can see here, he just gets very loose on exit, and it slows him down a lot, and it ends up offline. He actually gets air here off a bump. If you watch him closely, look, the rear comes off. I'm catching him, and then all of a sudden he just brakes, just stops on the line as I was trying to duck back through. Just was not expecting that at all, and we are both off. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate with the gravel trap. You well and truly get stuck. You can't get it back out. There was only a couple laps to go anyway, so race over. Of course, I should take a moment here to say thanks to Ridley, who dutifully brought the trolley over and yeah, helped cart my sorry cart back to the pits. Of course, helped clean all the dust and gravel out of it as well. Yeah, never fun going back to the pits like this. Now on to heat 3. I was hoping to make amends in this one, and then on the outlap I noticed, you can see 27, feel something dragging on the ground. Looking back, realised that while we'd taken the rear bumper off to clean some stuff out of it, some gravel, it hadn't been put back on properly, and I had to pull into the pits before the race even started. So I did not start for race 3, just to compound, yeah, what had happened in race 2. So anyway, these things happen, highs and lows in motorsport. Let's have a quick look at how the start went for Jerry Leeway. A bit of the action from race 3. Always pretty tight into turn 1 here. He tries to move up the inside, thinks better of it, does tag 24 a bit. He was probably wise to back out of that one. It's probably going to end in tears. It almost did anyway. But yeah, he ended up having a good battle with 24 here. Trying to make the move, it's not easy. He was running quite deep into this corner, as you see. Almost gets past him here. Just backs out of a bit at the end of the straight. It's close racing, which is always good fun. But yeah, 24 was a little bit unpredictable sometimes, and that did make it a little bit risky to try the passes. He was at him like this for quite a while. Close stuff, but let's just skip forward a little bit to when things really went down for Jerry. So he's still desperately trying to get past 24 here. He's getting a good run off this corner, and he goes for the inside, but that's a closing gap and ends up bumping him and spinning himself good that he waited for that car to come through, and he's back away again. So yeah, bit of a tough race for both of us. At least he got to race in this one. Yeah, these are just how karting goes, highs and lows of motorsport. I'll bring you the final 2 races in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.